himself, he just brings that much illumination to the area. With that being said, I want you to show y'all love and give it up the man who's all about the weapons of mass instructions. Yep. So gotta get a shirt that says that. Y'all give it up for Light Shiner!
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace.
Got some, I featured downtown a few months ago, and I've got some work. If you want to take it home with you, only $5. I'll let you have it for
Three.
It's just a complimentary sort of thing I did some time ago. Okay, you know, I'm a poet that I don't really use profanity gratuitously, but I try to write for all audiences, all ages, actually. This is something I very seldom say publicly. And it's good we have some children here too, because a lot of what I deal with, I call weapons of mass instructions. Because there are several things that really cripple a child at birth. And many of us as parents, as relatives, we don't really understand the significance of it. And one of the things is that the little baby that's born, we say this baby has inherited some sin. Big mistake. Before the baby is even born, in the dark ages, people used to, while the pregnant mother, they would try to baptize the baby while in the mother's womb. I mean, you just have to read history and not approach it. You know, they say that the breath of life is breathed into the human being, and you can't show me anywhere where it say that breath is sinful breath. It makes more sense to blame the serpent. If the serpent, they put it on the woman. Well, who made you do this? You know, and this is carried on. It's worked with. You know, it makes more sense to blame the serpent. Serpent confused the man and the woman. So a lot of people use this. It's a lot of abuse. Brothers abusing women. And it's really going back to that. They're not really aware of it, but the significance of it. So every time I write something, I try to deal with this in some capacity. You are what you chose to be. Human beings, you play drums. This is real important, because most of the time you look at the person next to you and say, what makes you human? And most of us can't answer. In fact, some of the animals, you don't have to preach to them. They know social responsibility. A dog, a cat. Because the animal's behavior is predictable, because an animal's will is governed by animal instincts. Human beings have animal instincts, but human beings have a will. That they can step out of the nature of the beast and make a choice. Human being has choice. So you are what you chose to be. So many of these people that come with I call socially retarding concepts.
Come on.
You want to find somebody to put it on. And you have to have a leader or someone, I don't know who your leader is or whatever, that can break this down. Because you can read Luke 14:26 and say, if you don't hate your mother, your father, your brothers and sisters, even yourself, you cannot be my disciple. Now, if you don't have anybody to explain that to you, you're going to be in bad shape. The first spat you have with your mother, the first little spat you have with your children or your father or whatever, nothing but hate from ignorance. And I think that's extremely important, but I won't go any further with that, because a lot of us have really been victimized by it. So when I write, I try to deal with the intellect to some degree. Okay, this first piece goes like this. Have you ever heard of something one who attended the second funeral of Lazarus. You should be tired of people playing in the waters of your emotions, dressing you up like the dummy in the window with chicken shit platitudes and Sunday sermons wrapped in a hallelujah song. For hearts that have grown rusty like iron. But our leaders never warn us to avoid spiritual flea markets where the merchants lie on God. You know, they put them pictures up. God is an old white man, his son is a young white man. And you should see through that stuff right away. I had to pick up on my place now. See, because when a thought come to you, you say, I gotta say this. Let me see if I can pick up. Dressing you up like the dummy in the window with chicken shit platitudes and Sunday sermons wrapped in a hallelujah song for hearts that have grown rusty like iron. But our leaders never warned us to avoid spiritual flea markets where the merchants lie on God with guile and enchantments. Not even Reverend Dr. Hobmall know-it-all. Unable to step out of the mythological ethos into that which is basic and fundamental. Wearing your self-righteous sinner's badge called grace. Thinking your salvation is guaranteed because you eat the flesh and drink the blood. Eat the flesh and drink the blood. Every first Sunday through those little plastic cups. And you know that's cannibalism. Or suggests cannibalism. Hello. Eat the flesh and drink the blood. With your newly acquired cannibal lector persona. Accusing the beneficent. And we like to use that word Lord. You got a House of Lords and a House of Commons over there in England. And when you see Caucasians, they tell you that, yeah, the Lord, that was one of my brothers. It's a cultural thing. I'm dealing with something that's, you have to think. Beguiled. Beguiled. I'm going to pick up my point again. Shouting demon visions into the wet clay of our babies. Yes, in our little babies. Every day that God was begotten. Begotten and sired like a man or a horse. Have you ever been to a stud farm where horses are sired and begotten? Go up there to DRC and see how horses are sired and begotten. Begotten with a despicable white fluid, white sticky fluid, like the horse's seat biscuit got cocoa. Secretariat need melanin.
Come on,
like presidential sperm on Monica's blue dress. Smarty Jones, deaf, dumb, and blind. Sumun, bookmun, racy, holy men with white collars around their necks. It's no accident why these religious leaders have collars on their necks. dragging crates of dead philosophies looking for Abu Simbel, the father of the symbols, to give them the answers. Racing and galloping like horses, raiding Misra as looters, looting the ancient marble quarries of Egypt, but could not decipher African hieroglyphics written on stolen obelisks and the mysteries of the inscriptions, choking on Philu and Logos with dead psalms in their mouths, as stolen obelisks becomes phallic symbols of worship. Chariot races and the Circus Maximus, feigning holiness, feigning righteousness, feigning truthfulness, and no child left behind. No child's behind left, Mr. Holy Man. What you beat is not the drum. Priests need woman, not phallic symbol. Omnia infidelium peccatus sunt, et philosophorum virtutis via. Thank you. The power of suggestion is a strong thing.
Absolutely.
Let me give you an example. I want you to say, I want you to spell white 3 times. W-H-I-T-E. W-H-I-T-E.
W-H-I-T-E.
What do cows drink?
Milk. Water.
Now somebody got it.
I done heard this about 5 times.
Yeah, 5 times. But see what happens, this is the power of suggestion.
Cows drink milk.
See,
Cows drink
the people, the power of suggestion. See, you already have in your soul a natural bias to do what's right. But you know, it's just like that 3-card Molly. The mind wants to make plain that which is missing, and then it's all over for you. I say things, I go to places, and I'll say something, and the people, they'll say, Master don't like you, I don't like you. But the ones at the head man will say, oh, bring him up. Because they welcome a challenge, an intellectual challenge. Because illogic means your knowledge is sick. Illogic means sick knowledge. So there are many people who take pride in their scholarship, their education. There are many people got all kind of degrees on the wall and they're laid off or can't rub 2 damn pens together. And they're thinking, what happened to me? Why is everybody else so rich and I'm so poor? You see, the soul is the seat of the spirit and the intellect. Because every time I speak, I see somebody come behind. Because I know Reverend Hogmaw ain't teaching the people nothing.
Come on. What is teaching them?
He ain't teaching them nothing, Reverend Hogmaw.
Yeah, dang thing.
And our grandmamas marching to the lottery store and they had a nerve. Oh, those old Arabs. And here grandmama, she marching to the store to put her numbers in. I said, Grandma, you can't even balance a checkbook. Why you putting all our money away like this? And you know I'm telling you the truth. That's what get us. So I'm not titillating your intellect. And these people around here eating, oh here, eat the flesh, drink the blood. Where's cannibalism? What are you trying to put on me?
Message!
And then you wonder why so many people crazy around here. I did a little poem at the prison a couple of months ago. And I said, how you gonna learn the language of correction in the damn house of correction? Somebody telling you when to get up and when to go to bed. You ain't been challenged yet. If you're a victim, say you're a victim and you're closer to freedom. Because a lot of us think we free, but we just loose.
Ooh-wee.
I'm trying to speak to your intellect, and you get a lot of blessings. See, See, when I was coming up, they said if your skin get lighter, your future will get brighter. I've been through all kind of tests. So I think I've shared enough, because I don't want to give you too much. You give a person too much, that's not right. Give them something to chew on. That mind. See, your mind's got a mouth just like this is a mouth. You feed your mind like you feed your mouth. Message.
That's it.
So I'm trying to feed your intellect right now, giving you something Reverend Hogmaw ain't gonna tell you. He ain't gonna tell you what I'm telling you. He said these people will kick me out of here if I tell them the truth. I'm about marching down, putting these lotteries, wearing out a Red Devil Dream Book and a Kansas City Kitty and wear out that stuff. Then wonder why you broke. I think I've said enough. I love this audience. This is a beautiful audience.
That's right.
Thank you. I come to you in peace and I leave you in peace.